The power of the good bean is gonna continue during this run, and we're gonna be zooming now. Oops. Sims 1 used itself to have a soft spot for it. I didn't even know that. But I like the font in Sims 1, it fits the game. Yeah, forgetting is it's our specialty, let's go with that. I mean, it's not that bad, to be fair. We just had a couple more days of Comic Sans. It's not too bad. It didn't hurt us too much, but I like United in forgetting though. I don't like going back to the intro though, but that's okay. 2330 sum of best, by the way. It's not terrible. If we don't feel never skip, then it's very, very doable. Something went wrong. That's weird, but yeah. Hopefully it works with the password. I mean, there's no way that it doesn't work. I could log in on your PC just fine, so... That would be a very weird issue. Galfort? Oh yeah, that's Hogwarts, by the way. Another great translation. Yeah, you never know. Tech is always mysterious, that's true. I don't know. It shouldn't be a problem, though. Und smertefull død. I love that as well. Smertefull død is a great way of saying a very painful death. It sounds so much nicer. It's so much less aggressive. Something went wrong, me reflecting on my life. I hope you updated it in there as well, but I mean, if not, we'll still be able to like restore it. Ah, okay, well, perfect. That's even easier then. Awesome. I'm glad that's fixed in that case. Oh yeah, Smigard is also Slytherin. I split way too late. And welcome in, Killing. Thank you. I'll need all the good luck I can get. I do like this category, I have to say. But I would also really like to be done with it now and just do some... like, get the top 10 done and make some progress towards the goal, you know? And we're 3 seconds off, so it can't be that hard. Come on, we can do it. Also, no, I don't think so. Nothing about the Starry Sky that I could see, Sammy. Nothing magical going on at all there. And Flying Giant is just a very typical Muggle thing as well. I mean, he does it again in 7.1, where he literally flies into traffic, so, you know. It's apparently not a big problem for wizards to be seen by Muggles. Hagrid doesn't seem to give too many shits about it. Nope, nothing about the way Dumbledore waltzed down the stairs to suggest that we will reset 10 more runs and watch this cutscene today. This is how you remember the intro after taking a bludger to the temple in Quidditch. I know you're a big fan of scrambling up the intro. I remember you have an unreasonable amount of fun doing that, but I guess that's fair. It would be impressive to remember that intro though. I mean, I guess it's literally just Harry's life, so... He should remember it after getting hit by a bludger. Otherwise, that would be quite severe. Okay, let's focus up on this though. We can do this. It's like Batman's origin story, but worse. Don't think it's worse. Batman's origin story doesn't have Hagrid after all. Okay. Also, I love the random fort. Wait, it's a good emote. Always works. How many owls did Hagrid probably kill flying reckless through the night? Yeah, it was a lot of them flying around, that's true. But to be fair, I don't know if he might have paid attention to owls. He's reckless, but not when it comes to animals, right? Harrison Fort. Just has a nice look to it. It fits. I like the fort emote, it's great. I don't really remember why we initially added it, but I would never want to continue this stream without it anymore. Should be able to hopefully have a decent lead. I really want to get Neville skip this time. Maybe I should have spent like a tiny couple of minutes practicing that, but... nah. Oh, come on. How hard can it be, right? For the Fort Anglia, I guess so, probably, yeah. We did have another Fort Anglia emote, but I think it was just never used, and eventually I removed it. Don't know if we even have another Fort Anglia emote now, I don't think so. I think Fort is all that's left. Fjord, yeah. Fjords are nice as well, but it's slightly a different thing, I think. Bling. A man who held an illegal dragon in a small hut would kind of get filed under reckless with animals. I mean, I think Norbert was thriving, to be honest. He was more reckless with like 11-year-old students from the castle, considering Ron got bit by him. That I would definitely second. I don't think he's a very responsible adult, but he didn't harm the dragon too much. Norbert was living his best life. Norberta, I guess. It's a heritage site, so he'd be charged with destroying that. I still don't understand why he has to live in a small hut, by the way. It's always been a mystery to me. Literally, there's like infinite space on the grounds, and they have magic, so they could have built him like a 5-star... They could have built him like a palace in the Hogwarts grounds, but why does he live in the smallest hut of all time as a half-giant? I don't understand. Hogwarts is cruel. Both Fort and Fjord are concepts related to water. I mean, I guess you do need water to have a car running, I suppose. A bit of it. Gotta wipe your windows and stuff. Would only be reckless if you also own like a 3-headed dog. Yeah, and if he puts that in a room for like an entire year. Just in a super tiny room with a trapdoor. But thankfully he would never do that, exactly. He's always out with the animals. I guess he's the keeper of keys in the grounds and stuff. I still love how they call him the keeper of key in HP1. The keeper of keys. And it never becomes relevant. Like, what keys does he even have? Like, what is he keeping? We've never seen him unlock shit. I mean, they use it at least in the games when he throws a key to Harry for the forest and all that. But yeah, I don't know. It's either 2040 or 2254. One is very early, one's very late. That is a weird schedule indeed. How long is it though? Do we know? And AJ with the resub. Thank you so much. Should have made Hagrid's hut bigger in the movies. I kind of agree. It's a bit small. But yeah, it's Hagrid's hut, but for Hagrid it's a small hut. I think for everyone else it's large. That's kind of true as well, Sammy. A house any larger would be stolen by Slytherins, but isn't it more difficult to steal it? The larger it is. He unlocked the Chamber of Secrets, yeah, he definitely did. How are you doing, AJ? Thank you so much for the Prime, for the 6-month resub. Hope everything's alright. I guess he does unlock Harry's Vault, that's a good point. 130 probably, I see. Why would you want to go alone? It keeps the keys that everyone else can just use Alohomora for. I guess that's true, yeah. That's probably why he has them. As a non-magic user. Maybe it's not actually a title of honor. I don't know. Unlocks the Wizarding World for Hagrid, yeah. I mean, I'm absolutely fine with either time, but yeah. It's looking into Keeper of Keys. It was a very British thing. No, I don't think so. I think he's literally just his title. And it was probably supposed to be relevant at some point, but just never was. Because it was never really used for the story, I suppose. He's gonna adieu us again. Unlocks Maxime's heart, does he? I don't know about that. Kinda not really. I mean, I don't know, he's doing quite well, but I think the only issue is that he wanted to bring his half-brother back. I think besides that, they were doing quite alright. It's kinda sad, she just never really appears again in Harry Potter books after that. After HP 5, Madame Maxime is just out. Maybe it just adds to the whimsy of the Wizarding World. Yeah, I guess. I mean, It's probably just a title that was thrown in there in HP1 and then just, yeah, nobody cared about it anymore. Ah, I see. So Lange is load, I see. And Spill is game, that makes sense. I remember Spill Gemt or something, which is like game saves. So it's a load game book instead of a save game book. That's interesting. I mean, this is a literal translation, I suppose. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to give him the keys, out of all people. He does tend to get quite wasted, so maybe it would be a bit of a bad idea, or probably nobody could enter Hogwarts ever again. For the better, because he probably dodged that entire wizarding war as only a half wizard person. Yeah, otherwise she would have probably had to fight in the Battle of Hogwarts, that's true. Which did work out okay for Hagrid, I guess, so she probably would have been alright. The only important award is Wizard with the most charming smile. And it's totally not rigged to go to Lockhart. How does it even get determined? That seems like something some super shitty journalism website is doing. And they like absolutely just have their favorites that always win. And that's the key to the whole thing. And that's all I'm saying. Again, that's what I like about 6th Gen. At least he actually gives Hagrid a key. Harry a key, rather. So that for once that he lives up to his Keeper of Key title. Do you think Voldy had a plan for the rest of the Wizarding World? I mean, not... he was kind of already running it at the point of 7.2, right? He'd take over the Ministry and all that, so I guess we've kind of seen what he was planning. Like a wizard-only society, I suppose. He probably traded the keys for the dragon egg, and that's how Quirrell got the troll, and that's possible, yeah. Still actually interesting how he got him in there, but I guess the answer is, as always, magic. Shrinking solution. I mean, I would like to see a mini troll. It's like what this game does. They have a small troll in the glass boxes at the end. During the troll chase, for some reason, so... At some point during the game there's actually 2 trolls on the screen, which is nice. Also, yeah, no, I get that a wizard smuggled the troll in, but it still seems kind of difficult. Like, can you just cast a shrinking charm or like a something like that on a troll? I don't know. Probably. I guess Quirrell is a bit more powerful than people would give him credit for. Also interesting, is it not Piltasten in Swedish? Because yeah, that's just arrow keys, I'm pretty sure. I thought it was similar. Forgot what Lockhart yaps about in HP2 spell learning. Opa. Newt's back would be capable of that. That's kind of true as well. Yeah, I guess you just make like an extensive charm. No, that's not how it's called. Extendable charm, I think that's the word. I guess you just use that on any object to get him in. Because for some reason you can make it so your back is like infinitely big, but still very light, which makes 0 sense.
Perfekt resultat. 20 poeng til Griffing. Fra nå av kan du drive flytrening når du vil. Det alternativet finner du i hovedmenyen. Men nå skal du straks ha formeltime. Adjø med deg, Potter.
Du er tidlig ute til timen, Harry. Men jeg skal lære deg en ny formel jeg har lært meg på egen hånd. Den formelen jeg har lært heter Alohomora. Den åpner alt som er låst med magi, men ikke funnet på noe trull.
Welcome in Swedish. Hope you have some food at home. Hope you can get something nice. Ah, okay. Pil tangente in Swedish. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. I remember what Lockhart says now. And tas means paw in Swedish.
Det var bra.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think Norwegian and German are pretty similar though. We have taste, which is probably the same thing. It's just the button on the keyboard. So I've noticed that before. I think that's the closest languages out of the Nordic family to German. Like Swedish is still quite different in a lot of ways.
Hva var det?
Oh, no worries at all, Swedish. All good. I suppose you hopefully still had a very good weekend though. Perfect keyhole shape you drew there. Yeah, that's how keyholes should look. They're just like in ellipse. You can just open them with a straw or something. Swedish is a more thrilling pronouncement, I guess. Like, I think it's just very different words overall. Like, I'm sure it's still a lot of similar words, but yeah. A lot of it's slightly different. Norwegian, yes. That's the official name. Oh, that's a bit bad, Nadia, yeah. If heat makes your PC crash, that is not a good sign. That is probably because of dust. Or you would want to check the heat paste thingy. Potentially too. Maybe it's just gone. Happens every year. Yeah, that ain't good. That ain't a good sign, but makes sense a bit. I guess it does put some extra strain on it. Oh, so interesting, Brady. It's on Thursday then, huh? Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that either. A knob fell out of your drawers and now you have to open it with a butter knife on the side. Oh, can it not be like screwed on again? Thermal paste, yeah, thank you. That's the actual word for it. Thermal paste that below the CPU or above, whatever, either of the two. I was watching movies, esports on YouTube. Ooh, that's cool. What esports did you watch? I'm curious. It does sound like a chill Sunday. That's good. Champs classes gets all the W's. Yeah. For Flitwick, probably. You can make another student fail. That's usually what happens. I've been notoriously very bad at this spell challenge. Haven't redone that since I got my PC 5 to 6 years ago. I mean, I guess usually it should be fine, but yeah, clearly I guess what Adam says is very good fixes as well. See if the fans are still working correctly and all that. Something in the heat dissolvement is kind of wrong, I think. But I feel like just undusting it is not a bad first step. The screw is loose, just checked. Oh, my finger. Hope you didn't squish it in there while checking. That's checking with maximum effort. Yeah, that's a bit annoying, but I think that could probably be fixed easily. I mean, same here to be fair, Henrik, especially in HP1. Notoriously bad is kind of what we do. I think it does struggle a bit spinning. That's not a good sign. Oh, Super Smash Melee Esports, that's sick. Melee is such a nice game, honestly. I've played it a good bit. I've played Brawl more, just because I grew up with the Wii. So that was like kind of my main Smash Bros. Game, and then Ultimate when that came out. But I've played a bit of Melee as well. Thought Nintendo hates Melee tournaments? I think they do, because they hate most things. They hate when people actually play their games for some reason. Because Nintendo makes so much sense as a company. But, I mean, that doesn't stop people from doing them. They just hate everything, exactly. They hate anyone interacting with the stuff they make, and somehow still want people to buy it, I don't know. That's a good way to do it, Jordy. Some people have, you know, air cooling, some people have water cooling, but beaver cooling is a new way to do it. They hate emulators, they hate discounts, they hate Melee tournaments. Yeah, really, it's hard to find something they don't hate. Oh, did we actually do that, Henrik? See, I don't even remember that, but I guess that makes sense. It's a good game. Smash Ultimate is fun. I don't know, I mean, I like playing most characters. In Brawl, I think my favorite was Snake. He has a cool moveset. I don't think he's necessarily a high tier character, but I don't know, I don't really have a melee main. They're all fine. Also, really, Brady, one final goodbye one, huh? But yeah, it does make sense. I do agree basically what Volky says, yeah. Oh, not bad at all, Swedish, damn. So you're like, you're using the heavy character, sort of, huh? They definitely pack a punch, but I can understand why they're bottom tier. Yeah, Meta Knight, he's the meta and Brawl, I remember as well. He's alright, I don't like playing with him too much though. Well, to be honest, I only remembered the last... Oh yeah, Rocket League I guess as well, now that you say it, Henrik. But I kinda only remembered the last 2 games. That's some impeccable memory. But now that you say it, yep. I guess Smash as well. Okay, that was nice by the way, never skip done. Was a bit scary, but we're okay. Splits is PB, yeah, I didn't submit my PB yet. I forgot to even like put the VOD onto the VOD channel. It should still be somewhere, but I have to not forget about that. I completely slipped my mind to put this glitchless PB on there, so it's unsubmitted. Exclamation mark VOD, while you mention it exactly, if people haven't subscribed to that yet. Also, if you're not hungry, I guess that's good, Kismet, but once you get hungry, please make sure to eat something. Oh yeah, probably makes sense a bit, Henrik, from sickness as well, I believe, yeah. I've been at a local melee tournaments and the sound of GameCube controllers is amazing. They are definitely classic, I do agree. I'm not, like, I like GameCube controllers, but they're, you know, not my favorite, I guess. I know a lot of people just love them, but I think they're good, but you can tell they're older, you know? Like, I think they are good controllers, especially for their time, but if I could choose, I'd choose like an Xbox One controller any day, basically. Just because it's just a bit more modernized and just feels a bit smoother and better. N64 the worst, I have heard that. I have never used an N64 controller in my life, I don't think. But I've heard that they're pretty awful to play with. Which makes the like speedruns that people do of SM64 even more impressive. Because they are played with a kind of horrible controller with like pretty bad delay and everything. I'm surprised that worked, but I'll take it. And people still make it work. One of my friends still has the N64. And the yellow joystick thing is just weird. Yeah, again, I have no clue. I've never used them before, but I can very much see it. Where do I even put my hands? I mean, I feel like that's the same thing with the Switch controller, though. That one is awful. The like super tiny ones, just I hate them. Also, yeah, that's fair. The clicking sound is a bit of a dopamine rush, Nadia, I know what you mean. The Joy-Cons, yeah, they're horrible. I mean, I know they're supposed to be like, you know, it's like the last resort to take them one by one. They're supposed to be like combined and all that, but ugh. There are 2 options, 2D versus 3D. 3D use your middle and right, 2D left and right. Interesting, yeah, N64 is really a console I'm completely clueless about, but I guess you enjoy playing with them, Beaver? I'm not sure, I assume. Most games were designed to put your hands either on the side or the middle and right. Ah, so it's basically what Beaver said as well, I see. Basically analog versus D-pad, ah. Yeah, that's another thing. I like D-pad for precise controls, like in flying and HP1 PlayStation 1, but I don't know, I don't understand why some people just prefer that for controlling. I feel like in normal gameplay it's so much worse than just the analog stick. Played all my Mario Party on Switch on a single Joy-Con, yeah. I've done that before as well. It's kind of what happens if you play with a bigger group, yep. It's horrible though. The little controller one is uncomfortable, yep. 2-part isn't that bad, Pro Controller has to be the way though. I guess when they're joined together it's fine, but broken apart it's horrible. Oh yeah, I know that name even Swedish. He's doing a lot of fighting games, I think, right? In Canada the controls are frozen, so it doesn't really matter, of course, yeah. Beaver is a knower indeed. Welcome in, Hat as well. Oh, how did it go? How did the TV recordings go? What were they filming? They did do the motion thing better on the Wii, but it surely doesn't feel great. I mean, yeah, no, the Wii controller is pretty shit as well, in all honesty. I think it's like an iconic console because it's a very unique idea, and I think just pretty groundbreaking, especially for its time, but the controller is really not good. It is very annoying to do things with the Wii remote and to actually aim at stuff precisely. But it's fun though. Oh, I know that. I think every country has that kind of thing. Ah, and they film it in a museum, that's cool. Or like a nice backdrop. Huh. Good old greenhouse level. You've probably looked at too many of those, huh? I feel like there has been a custom map with a greenhouse theme as well. I don't remember which one though. I think it might have been a Dimitri Lemon map. I mean, he's done custom maps of like essentially every single theme that exists before. Imagine being old. Yeah, we've both joined that club quite a while ago, unfortunately. I think there's no doubt about that. You know, the spellcasting was way easier for me on HP 6 Wii than on HP 5 PC. That's surprising me, I have to say. Like, I'm not saying the controls are great on 5 PC, but I remember trying to do Incendio and Wingardium Leviosa on the fucking Wii remote. Oh, it was so bad. Stop hitting me. Here my PB accidentally multitasked, by the way, so I had to reload the level. That's why there's 23 seconds to save in Incendio B. So that's theoretically kind of free time save, but we'll see. Oh yeah, that too. I had that so many times as well. Now yeah, the cursor getting stuck. There's a conservatory in Helsinki by the university that I honestly want to visit. That's so cool. Actually doing field research for your custom map, that's sick. Taking some notes on how stuff is designed. Also, that's understandable, Swedish. I guess you've been fully focused on the newest one as well then, right? I do like how you commit to your bits, Jordy, I have to say. All Slytherins are evil and everything in Canada is frozen over solid. That's the two jokes, and we just run with them. Just all the way. That is dedication. I admire. Oh, come on. How was that thing doing damage? The hitboxes for those things are so messed up. Okay, that I kinda deserve. I understand that. Okay, this is annoying. We're a bit off cycle now. Not very fast, but should still save time over having to reload from the soft lock, so yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean as well, Nadia. As long as they're working still, I don't think I would want to either. Or I could. I mean, it's not like I have many old consoles. I literally only have the Wii and the PlayStation 2 for speedrunning, but yeah. No, as long as the Wii works, I don't think I would want to give it away either. Just from all the childhood nostalgia. In Finland, we ride reindeers to work because it's snowy 24/7. I mean, the saunas are legally mandatory part. I wouldn't even, like, I would believe that, to be honest. That does fit into what I think I know about Finland. So, I hope you've done your mandatory sauna session already today. The only console I gave away was my Switch 1. Makes sense, yeah. Especially if you have the Switch 2, you kinda don't need it because it's fully backwards compatible, right? And that's kinda awesome, Henrik. If your brother's child can enjoy playing with it, that's honestly really, really awesome. Totally have definitely, yeah, it's the best feeling when it's like 30 degrees outside. It's like a natural sauna already, see? Daily quota done just from the outside world. I mean, maybe you should just tell them then that, yeah. Or, I guess, take it to your own place, I guess, so they absolutely couldn't. You might consider giving it away if your Wii breaks. Yeah, then, yeah. I mean, if it's not usable anymore, there's kind of no point keeping it, so, yeah. Having a Switch 2 and a normal one is handy for shiny hunting. I guess that's a very specific use case, but that makes sense. You can do it on both consoles at the same time. We don't want to sell, no. We certainly don't. Very good. It took a while for the first pun of the stream, but it's good that it's here now. I'll take it. Weem. Even then you would keep it? Yeah, I can see it for nostalgia. Oh, there's a new Tomodachi Life. Interesting. It's like Animal Crossing, sort of, right? I don't really know what the games even are about, but... Is it good? Do people like it? But you also need the game twice, by the way, Kildeo. I guess it's probably a digital release then, right? And you just play it at the same time from the same account? A lot of people played it on stream? Gotcha. And you liked it there, I suppose? Can't afford to Switch 2 if they don't have Steam sales. They will never have sales for Nintendo products Swedish, unfortunately, so that's probably not gonna happen. Usually have both versions for the games for exclusives. Ah, that makes sense. I see. So most of the time you can get the same Pokemon on there, yeah. Nice. That is a good deal, Nadia. Yeah, the Wii I still see like gets sold relatively cheap. But I feel like in a couple of years, like give it a decade or so, they might also severely hike up in price. That's just kind of how retro gaming works. At some point there's just so little around anymore because they all break. So the prices naturally go up. It's kind of what happens with like the Xbox and stuff. Okay, don't touch your mouse anymore. Do the Shurf setup. Which is so incredibly consistent. It's crazy how that works every time. It just doesn't even feel like it's a good setup at all. Like, it doesn't seem like it should work, but it just always hits the switch. I don't really understand it, but I'm so happy that Forest Edge is actually consistent now for me. As I'm calling it the Shurf setup, I have no idea who found it, but he's the one who at least taught it to me. Maybe you need to buy a reserve PlayStation 3? Yeah, maybe before they become very expensive, that's true. The HP game isn't even that good. HP Xbox games are fine, they're pretty okay. But I don't think you necessarily want to... Like, you don't necessarily want to buy it only for the Harry Potter games. That's kind of only worth it if you want to speedrun them, you know? I actually did find it though, Sheriff, because it's a new setup for me. Like, I genuinely didn't even know there is a setup for this strat. So it must, or I would assume it kind of happened during the tournament or something. That someone just figured out, wait, this is a very easy way to get this, like, every time. But I'm not sure. But I'm curious to see who found this, because it's very, very good. If you want to do a full series in 5 to 10 years, you do need one. I like how that's a long-term goal for a lot of people, but yeah, that's true. Actually, no, I don't know, yeah, you do need an X. Do you? I believe you don't. I think you can play HP1 Xbox and 3 Xbox on Dolph. No, I think... I don't know, I don't remember full series rules. It's always been so confusing which consoles are needed and which emulators are allowed. You might need one. Can't actually remember who told me Tavern or Pecan, I see. So we have to ask both of them where they know it from. Good. We'll figure this out. We'll get to the bottom of this eventually, somehow. Wow, that's crazy. Selling for 50 euros, yeah. Yeah, I'm very happy that when I got the PlayStation 1 games in 2019, they were literally like 5 euros each, or $5 each, I think. And I think even no shipping. It's kind of crazy. So I got them for like $10 NTSC copies from the US. It was a crazy deal. But yeah, it's how it is with old game stuff. It's getting more and more rare. Because people throw them, people break them. The data degrades. And obviously if something's more rare, it's more pricey. And I feel like the Finnish copies of them are probably already quite rare. There's probably not too many made of that. No shipping, no. No Nick Sanzai on this channel, sorry Henrik. Shipping not allowed. Only against the fee, I guess. That's the actual shipping fee. Never noticed you can jump this far into the ledge grab. That's kind of way better than what I usually do. I'll take it. Because you already like jump towards where you want to go anyways. I'm still giving my original PlayStation 1 though, no way I'm selling. Yeah, honestly same. I mean, it's not like they're that expensive that it's really worth it, you know? Like sure, if they would get to like $1,000 or something, then yeah, of course, but like they're more expensive than when they were bought, but like not by much. And probably not if you consider inflation even. Still have the 2 PlayStation 1 NTSC copy I bought of Nick, so can confirm. Henrik did that. I still don't even know why I had 2. I genuinely cannot remember. I do not know why I had 2 HP2 PlayStation 1 copies, but yeah, I really didn't need the other one. But I really don't know. And yeah, and I don't know why you wanted it either, but I guess that's how we've done it. At least it's a cool memory, I suppose. It's sort of a souvenir, I guess, from Germany. You don't need any consoles for full series if I recall correct. You just have to take a time penalty for 2 PlayStation 2. Yeah, I don't remember. I remember there was a time when 2 PlayStation 2 was required to be played on console. Because emulator saves like, I don't know, in a hundo full series, I think it saves 2 hours of loads. No, not that much, but an hour of load or something. And playing for an hour less RTA in a long run like that is kind of a big impact, you know? Like it does change your level of being awake and everything quite a bit. Like I remember that was the reasoning, at least back in the days, why you had to play that one on console. Because it just saved ridiculous amounts of time and loads. But I don't know if that's been changed since then. What is a PSTV actually, Dathomir? I'm clueless. Yeah, at least you can put it in the collection, exactly, Henrik. I hope you don't feel scammed. Oh my god, what is this pixie doing, bro? It's out for blood. Portable digital only PlayStation Vita. Ah. Playable. Ah. Playable on TV only. Okay, interesting. I didn't know that exists. I'm so clueless with PS Vitas, I have to admit. I hate this pixie. Is it gonna hit me in the Hagrid cutscene? Wait a second. I should kill this guy. Bro. This guy lost me so much fucking time. He's just relentless. He almost killed me as well. Bro. Oh, okay, I see an idea. So it is allowed now, yeah. So like what Sherf said, basically. Interesting, so that's been changed at some point, apparently. I know, using PCS X2 for HP2 100% is banned. Yeah, so I guess for the any percent full series you can play it on emulator. For hundo you need to use it on actual hardware. That's a bit stupid, but okay, I guess. Like, I still do agree that like the hundo run saves so much time on loads. I believe that's at least what the reasoning used to be back in the days, and I do kind of agree with it. Like, sure, it's the same with a loadless timer, but you save like an hour RTA, and you have to play an hour less. So let's say you do like a, you know, you play through the hundo trifecta in a day and then take the break. Your day is like an hour quicker, so it's, you know, you play better, basically. An hour is a lot, exactly. Like, you're an hour less tired, you're an hour like more energized. I think that's basically the idea. Like, I don't know, I still don't know if it's a good rule, but I guess it is what it is. Greensh, yeah, not a good fire seats, but not like a terrible pace so far. Welcome back, Pecan, as well. We torture the runners, yes, we want them to sit through the long loads, exactly. You can do so many ILs, you can do a lot of Scourge ILs in an hour. Also, thank you, Brady. That pixie deserves to be bullied with. Canadian Rage, what the fuck is that emote? Yeah, it's okay, it's a good enough fire seeds, exactly. I think that makes sense, it's not equally competitively. Yeah, exactly. What do the emulator rules say about the DS games? I don't read it in the text that Nadia posted. What does it say? Depends on how good you are in Scourge IL. That's true. If you're very bad at it, you might take an hour to get it once. That's true. It's a lot for runs. If you can finish it an hour earlier than later, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a big difference. I do agree. Easy fix, just time all full series using Loadless. I mean, I agree, but still, like, you have to physically play less time, which definitely impacts your performance, so that's still like a thing. For DS games, only the Smoothie is allowed for both 7.1 and Part 2. Lol. No, that's just wrong, I think, sure. Someone just accidentally put that wrong. I mean, I've literally played 6 DS on emulator my entire, like in every full series. And I'm pretty sure that's literally the DS game that loses, or is the most accurate on DS emulator. So I'm pretty sure that's allowed as well, but someone might have put that wrong. Someone should find a setting that slows down loads. That would be great, yeah. That would actually make it probably allowed. I'll see you, Pave. Thank you so much for the good luck. Sounds like you had a great weekend and a great Midsummer's Eve, and I hope you recover well. Thanks for the lurk and Talo as well. That was such a bad snitch and I barely lost time. Must be sloppy wording, I'm sure. Like, there's no reason for 6DS not to be playable on emulator. I mean, it's literally the same leaderboard even, emulator and actual hardware. Thanks for the shout out as well, and how was all Wizard cards, Talo? Did you manage to get a PB? I hope the, you know, individual segment practice has paid off, basically. Yeah, who in their good mind would want to have an actual 6DS copy? Now that is another good question, actually. It's such an awful game. Really, really is. Does not even deserve to be, like, gifted away. We're like 15-ish seconds behind. Not bad, though. Not bad. Close to PB. We had one earlier as well that was, like, incredibly close to PB in top 10, so... We're trying to do it again now, but better. I feel you on that, though. Sometimes speedrunning is like... But to be fair, it was a good day of streaming then, I feel like. I think you've grinded it quite well, so GG's. Sure, Ned, yeah, I'll try to read through it. If you separate it in 2 messages. It was much fun, but price had to be paid. Yeah, it's probably not a good thing to watch speedruns when you're feeling a bit hungover, so thank you for the lurk. And I guess audio only Pave, appreciate that. Did not sleep at all today. Yeah, unfortunately that might actually impact the performance a bit, I feel like. Hope you can rest up soon as well, Taylor. That is not good to hear.
Yes. Så du det der? Professor Slu
Yes.
kom nettopp ut fra den forbudte gangen. Han halter noe grusomt. Kom igjen, Harry.
I think so. That would make sense, because I think 6DS, because it is actually decently accurate, I don't think even has a penalty compared to actual hardware, so yeah. Yes, Harry's already dreaming of collecting cards. He's dreaming of HP2 Wizard cards. Yeah, no, I like, again, I've literally always played 6DS on emulator and full series, so I would be very surprised if all of a sudden that's not allowed anymore, so yeah. I think that is just a typo, or just maybe slightly phrased poorly in those rules. But yeah, I guess if you want to do like an optimal full series, you would still want an Xbox, by the way, just as a side note. Like, you can do a valid full series on emulator, but it does lose time to playing it on Xbox when validating your full series runs. I would be very surprised, but yeah. Oh my god, that is a lot of games. You're not allowed to substitute the PSP versions, that would be sneaky as well. I'm still not sure why not. The PSP versions are such a weird limbo as well. Like, when the full series rules were made, nobody really wanted to run them. Like, they were known to exist and to be, like, slightly different games, but people were just kind of like, let's just, you know, who cares? Let's just pretend they don't exist. So it's kind of weird now, because they are kind of unique games and they should kind of be in the full series, but nobody wants to retroactively add those, obviously. How's it going, MSK as well? Runs have been okay. I've been close to PB a couple of times, but we'll see. This run has a lot of greens, but we'll see where it goes. But how has the day been for you? Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining, of course. Oh god, what does it say this time? So joke, I'm curious. Find it weird why you're not allowed to do 6DS on the PSP. Yeah, that's kind of true as well. It's literally the same game. I don't know. Yeah, that's exactly what I do as well, though, sure. Like, using actual hardware for handheld games is so awful. You have to always, like, look down, especially the DS is so bad to play. It just hurts your neck. Yeah, thank you, Danedia, I see. Yeah, so you couldn't do an any percent full series without buying a single console, so that's nice. You get it, trust. I'll try. There's a couple of tough segments left, so we'll see, especially Filch. But then we have to add the Java ones. Yeah, that's also true. Maybe it is best to just forget about PSP and Java games. Oh, the same 3 games before, still 0 players. That's dumb. Speedrun.com, good website. That's a worry in 10 to 15 years. Yeah, we'll see if the rules have changed until then, but probably not. It's cool though, I like that that's your project, Nadia. I'm happy if you would want to do that. I've seen a couple of people through the years that said, oh, I'll do it, I'll do a full series in 10 years. I don't know if any of them ever did, but I hope it'll happen. I hope it'll happen eventually. It is a long run though. It's a lot to practice and a lot to learn. You've said it multiple times? Nice. I'm happy, I'm happy. It's always cool to see like more people do them. Octo Christmas this year and full series Christmas next year? Wow, okay. That is indeed ambitious. Like Octo Christmas this year I can see, sure, if I think you can manage that, but learning 15 games in a single year is rough. Even though I guess 2 of them are like 2 minutes long, so that's not too bad, but yeah. I guess it depends. If you still keep on grinding like HP 1 and 2 PC, then it'll be tough. But if you actually just focus on learning those, it's doable as well. And Octo and same % tomorrow, yes, you tell him, Pecan. Talk him into something he will totally not regret. There's so many runs, so much can go wrong. Yep, that's always the issue. The length, exactly, yep. Same as for the Recruit Them All, same for most long runs. That sounds fun, Taylor. Hope you're enjoying it still. I'm okay, Swedish. Thank you for asking. And what about yourself? And welcome in May's new phone for the birthday, I guess. Hope you enjoyed the rest of it yesterday. And enjoy the new phone. What, how do you like it so far? I know the phone. You told me which one it is yesterday. So hope it's been in good use already. Cool. That worked alright. This time I didn't go to the wrong side in Lumos. That was a bit dumb last time as well. I'm honestly, no, I'm not gonna kill this Doxy now. Now it's time loss. If I do it on the way back, it actually doesn't lose time because I have to wait for the cycle anyways. So that's definitely the way to do, or to go. Oh, resetting sleep schedule, that's always kind of painful. So you didn't sleep at all tonight, or just not much? Oh, you got a different one. Samsung A57. I mean, Samsung phones are usually pretty nice, so... I do hope you'll enjoy it. The Pixie's gonna be here. Yep, fuck off. Stupid idiot. Again, this shouldn't lose time because the cycle should still be catchable. But we'll see. So how is it? How is it, Mace? How do you like it? Problem is to keep concentrating and willing to continue. Oh yeah, yeah. Especially if chat is not super active. That's why I was always really thankful when people were there during full series, even during the shit games, and even during like late times or bad times during the day. It helps a lot to get you going. That's a wow, Kildeo. Full series, Recruit Them All. That's in like every Pokemon game. That sounds awful. 200 euros cheaper, so what's the price as the other one? It's so much better than the old one, yeah. It is. It's always such a revelation when you get a new phone as well. I mean, they don't change like too many things, but it's nice for it to be fast again and actually work well. I'm happy to hear, that's awesome. Every PMD game, okay. I thought like every Pokemon game to have ever existed. Recruit Them All. I don't even know if that's like possible to do. I mean, surely possible, but it would be like a yearly project. Okay, 0.0 is alright, I'll take that. Yeah, it is, Luna. It's really dumb though, if you ask me. I mean, it probably wouldn't make a difference, but I think previous World Cups always used goal difference as the tiebreaker. And this year they do head-to-head and then goal difference, and I don't... it's dumb in my opinion. It takes a lot of stakes out of a lot of the groups. Like a lot of the third group matches are kind of pointless now for like a couple of the groups. So I don't really know why that's the decision, but yeah, I guess. You don't think you can do that in 50 years? No, that's a bit too much. Yeah, that's really cool though, Taylor, honestly. Rather there's no tie. There certainly are ties in the group stage. I'm confusion. Also, yeah, that's actually true, Taylor. It was nice today. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate that. Well, I wasn't. I was talking about how they changed the system in general. Which I don't like. What do you have as a dinner? We had pasta. So you want to talk? You want to kick off the food talk again, Swimmer? Huh? I don't know if I'm not Swimmer. Sorry, welcome in, Swimmer. I'm Nadia, I guess. I'm not sure if I'm down for that already. Food talk is usually later during the stream, I think. I mean, I guess it's kind of at all times during the stream. Also, yeah, it would be a cool thing. Taylor, hope you get around to get some PBs and stuff. The emote survived the purge, of course. I mean, couldn't remove Merlin Turbopuff. Merlin Turbopuff is great. But yeah, how's it going, Swimmer? Sorry for instantly, like, blaming you for things you didn't do. How's it going? Good afternoon. Oh, I think it's still morning, right? Welcome to this Glitchless run, which is swimming in green splits for the moment. This is a Norwegian eagle, which I don't understand a single bit. I mean, actually, that's not true. I understand some words that are kind of like German. But it's fast. That's essentially why. You're sad you slept 4 hours? I mean, if you're trying to reset your sleep schedule, that's pretty good though, right? At least you still did get some sleep in, and hopefully it's enough to hang in there until like a decent time and then just go to sleep. How much time save? A whopping 3 seconds are needed for top 10. Because we did get a run that was pretty good, and of course it was like 3 seconds too slow, so now we have to do it again and bother again with it, but it is what it is. Also, wow, Mace, that is an interesting sleep schedule as well. Do you want to elaborate on that, Dream? Which gave you a random ass promo for weekly rewards. What the hell, that's interesting. They really try everything to keep people on their platform nowadays. That's insane. Well, I hope you can get that great batch, Sajuk, or whatever is up with that. Yeah, I've noticed that as well with my runs in the past. Sleep makes a very, very big difference. In general, not just with runs, also, you know, not just with long runs, also with normal streams. Going into them a bit more tired is, yeah, a bit irritable and all that stuff. So it was sort of a fever dream court kind of thing, huh? I mean, sounds exciting though, at least, Mace. Sounds like you got your adrenaline in from the dream alone. You also have that plant flower thingy now. Oh, on your channel? That's nice. I still think that's a really cool feature. I like it a lot, the little thing that blooms. Actually, one of the very few things Twitch did well. Again, it's only there to keep people on their website, but yeah. I woke up last night with sleep paralysis. Oh. Yours is blue. Wait, huh? Oh, but you haven't equipped it, I suppose, or... I think it's a joke that I'm just too stupid to understand. That's how I roll. Some people multi-stream on Kick. Yeah, or on YouTube and stuff, that's true. I mean, I don't know, I feel like Harry Potter speedruns probably wouldn't do very well on Kick anyways. I don't really think there's a big speedrunning community there. 0.3 seconds consistency in the last 4 splits. I mean, I guess to be fair, they are relatively straightforward. Considering that some of them were literally just walking, but yeah. Still nice to see. Consistency is alright. It will become blue when it blooms, can't even equip it yet. Wait, so it's a different kind of watch streak? Huh? But yeah, that's another issue as well during long runs. If just random like tech issues strike. That is always the worst thing if that kills it. Pity do well on sassy sides. I wouldn't say they do well, I don't think, but yeah. Since there isn't many runners, you could say it's easier to get world record. You mean in Harry Potter or? Oh, but you mean on Kick, yeah. Can get Kick Harry Potter 1 PC world record, definitely. It's actually the same, only different colors since different months. Aha. So they make like a new one of those like substreak badges every month? It's because I used to use Autosplitter for HP1 for some reason, sure. That's why I have those. I really don't know why. I don't ever use Autosplitters, but I have it for HP1 any percent, and I copied those splits from HP1 any percent. I don't use it in this either, but yeah. That's the main reason. Please send it in random shit, I'm very curious. The perfect way to get kicked out of Twitch. Yeah, a lot of people do get kicked out of Twitch and then go to Kick. Quite ironically, but yes. Also, I do think it's just Snape's way to kill Harry, Eagle. I don't think Hogwarts is training the students at all. I think he just does not want to have him in his class anymore. Also, hey, speaking of 0.3 second consistency. Now you get the worst of both worlds on these splits. Yes, we split a lot and I have to do it manually. And thank you so much for the follow, appreciate that a ton. How am I gonna fuck it up this time? Yeah, I hope not, Henrik, but we'll see. The late game is tough, sadly. Like, Filch is difficult. So we will find out. We have a bit of room for error, but I would like to play it well still, of course. And welcome in chat, Gillivan. I hope I didn't butcher the name too much, but it's good to have you here for some HP1 PC glitchless, which is a good run, I have to say. It's full childhood percent. Troll gonna hit run 4 times, so please don't jinx it. Please don't. That wasn't even in my mind as a possibility until now that the troll loses time. I was thinking, if anything, it's Filch. Fix the internet bridge. Yeah, I read that yesterday in the pinned message. What was going on with it? It was just like dropping frames, or what was the issue? So bad that HP3 is the last HP game you can jump in. Yeah, that's honestly crazy if you think about it. I mean, it's theoretically not true, because in HP6 there is like a mini jump feature, which is pointless, but at the bottom of every flight of stairs, like of every staircase, if you press A, he does like a tiny hop. And again, I don't know why they built that in. It really doesn't matter for anything. I don't even think it makes you faster, but yeah, it exists. So technically that is a jump mechanic, but yeah. Proper jumping is gone after HP3, which is sad. A sudden dips in connection. On Discord ping spikes since last 2 weeks for some reason. That's really annoying. That sounds like roughly what I used to have with Vodafone back like a long time ago. That like during peak hours, sometimes just a lot of people used it and then it just dropped basically. So that was the reason back then, because Vodafone is so fucking shit that they just had a lot of people on the same connection, and if too many people used the internet, I just couldn't deal with that basically. He remembered for a single second how to jump and decided not to, yes. Harold was trying to become a Giga Chat again in HP6, but decided against it. The games aren't really platformers after all. I mean, I would say 1, 2, and 3 are. Again, action, adventure, jump and runs are platformers, in my opinion. I think it's fair to call them. They just went away from that. I mean, I do agree with like 4... Yeah, okay, I gotcha. I know what you mean now. Sorry, I get it. After 4, 5, and 6, I mean, yeah, they're not platformers anymore, that's true. I think the point is more like, why are they not platformers, you know? Even I remember the days, yeah, those are some dark days of the channel, like damn. I pay essentially 50 for 10 megabytes up and 660 download. Wait, no. Yeah, no, that's good specs still, if I understand them correctly. So, yeah, that is very weird. Again, the Vodafone issue was that they literally used the telephone cables for it even, I think, if I'm not completely mistaken. So yeah, if there was a lot of traffic, it just couldn't handle it at all, but I'm gonna assume your provider is not quite that shit. So yeah, have you called them? Maybe they can figure it out. HP4 could have done something with some jumping to add variety. It could have been a Moody's challenge, to be honest. Oh my god, really? It's actually owned by Vodafone now as well. Well, that would explain why it's all of a sudden bad. I was like, yep, Sheriff is lucky, that's true, he didn't jinx it, we didn't get hit, Troll was okay. Voodoo phone. They killed a lot of streams at the very least, so yeah. Installing Wi-Fi pods with Wi-Fi 6. Oh, I have no idea what that means, but I'm just gonna assume like... I'm just gonna pretend like that's a good solution and I know exactly what you're talking about. It would have been cool though, like as a Moody's challenge, I would have liked the jump and run challenge. Just to get some beans. Also, yo, welcome in, Grandma. I'll eat the bean as well. How have you been doing? Oh, yeah. Any percent is like quite a lot faster. I think the any percent world record is at a 103 now? Or is it even 102? I think 103. Oh god, this is vomit. You don't know what it is either, fair enough. Yeah, must be those. The bigger the number, the better. But yeah, the any percent run is very, very impressive. I recommend watching that speedrun. 103.35, gotcha. Oh, nice. Nice vomit bean. Maybe that's gonna keep me sharp and awake for the rest of this run. Thank you so much for the good luck, Grandma. How has your week been going? And welcome in. Even Vodafone be like there's 0 outages in your area. Yeah, they've done that. Because I guess it wasn't technically outages, it was just awful spikes. Sorry for the vomit bean. Nah, it's okay. It's okay. It's a bit... yeah, but... we will survive, I think. I've had that one too many times, so... I'll get through it. Sometimes you get bad beans, I guess that's part of the fun. Also, yep, Voda gone. Hopefully not What's gone. What's gone would be sad. That's very specific. Sheriff is worse than any bad internet company when playing with him in Among Us. I like that, yes, I agree. I guess he kills you so quickly, you know, you feel like you just got a timeout. Like your connection timed out. Vodagon is an emote, I still have that as well. Yeah, there you go. Typing emotes, I always recommend tap. Tap is very, very helpful. If you know the emote but not the capitalization, that's very, very helpful. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. I love that clip. Or like, I guess, moment, whatever you want to call it. Is a good quote. Yo, Shrevel as well. Indringer Uvid Commodore. We're back to Uvid Commodore. I'm gonna play this hopefully relatively safe. I will not do kick jump. That can fuck off, not at this pace. But of course we still need to make sure to not get caught by him, which is easier said than done. There's a couple of terrifying segments in Filch. So, yeah, I'll try to keep going strong, of course. It'd be sad to lose this now, so we'll see. Dependo. This part is pretty free, thankfully, but the next door is kinda hard. This room in general, as a child it was the bane of my existence, and speedruns it's still the bane of my existence, so... yeah, it's good fun. Almost didn't jump. Should be fine. I hate the backtracking here. Yeah, it's a lot of back and forth in this level. That was terrifying, but it was okay. It's a lot of back and forth. I don't like that either. Like, hey, you have to go up. Hey, you have to go to the other room. Hey, you have to go back up. But that's why it's one of like the longest and most convoluted rooms in this game. I don't know, this entire Filch 1 design is honestly crazy. The next room as well that we're in now, that we will be back to in a second, like you have to go up and down and then drop again and then drop again for the secret and climb all the way back up. Like, I don't really know if I would consider that good design or not, but yeah. Who's actually playing in 40 minutes, Brady? I haven't really looked into today's matches. Is it France? Is it Pipo Baguette? France, Norway? I think it is, right? Yep, that's actually kinda true. I've never thought about that, Kildeo, but yes. That is actually really stupid. Like, hey, I'm invisible with my cloak, but I'm gonna carry a big lantern in front of me. So Filch can not only see that floating around, but he can also see the light. I've actually never thought about how stupid that is. Ah, it's Norway, Senegal. Okay, Norway, France is next, like in a couple of days then, I see. The overall game design relies on a player never really being in one room too long, so this stands out. Yeah, right. Like, most of the time you just get very, very linearly, like, pushed around. Ah, it's Argentina, Austria, my bad, yeah. That makes sense. And then France, Iraq, yeah. Okay. I just thought about it and how stupid it really is. Yeah, it's so dumb. It's interesting how they've done it in the movie. I've never questioned that. I think it's cool because it's not a lot of space. You have to go around a lot to find the next thing. I think it's cool as well. That's why I said, like, I'm not sure if it's good or bad game design, because it's definitely unique and it has a cool, like, it's cool ideas, but on the other hand, backtracking and just jumping up the same thing multiple times is kind of never great. So yeah, I don't know. I really don't know if I like the design or not, but I respect that it exists, I guess, for now. Oh, that was a scarily early jump. Yeah, they've been drawing 2 big teams already, Mace. They're quite on fire. People have been sleeping on it. For the speedrun, it's a slog. Yeah, a bit, I guess. That's kind of true. Okay, that's another choke point, by the way. I'm happy that went okay. In the movie, it was cool to see a lantern floating like that. It would be lame if they just filmed nothing. I guess that's probably why. I didn't think about that either. I guess it's probably more for the audience that we actually still get to see Harry, in a way. I mean, they could have also made it, like, sort of like it's an HP5 PC or in console. Like, you see something floating around, like, sort of. So it's invisible, but not fully invisible to our eyes, sort of. Yeah, we'll see about that, Henrik. If Filch promises us to not fuck up another speedrun, then I do not trust it. That's a bit of more time lost than I thought, but okay. And audience-wise, it's a weird decision. If you question it, it's very, very dumb, yeah. But I guess, like, movie-making-wise, it kinda makes sense. The TikTok feed is full of Ronaldinho. Why is he still relevant? Is he out of prison? Used to be the GOAT, though. And thank you so much for the good luck, Zorni. It's a good pace, but again, the late game of this is very, very difficult, I have to say. If once we get past Filch, that's a good start, but let's do that for now. I feel like watching HP1 tonight. It's always cozy, honestly. Hope you get around to. It's never a bad idea. Okay, nice. That's decent. I hate this, like, walk around them. It's, like, actually terrifying. How's your day been, Zorni? How has the Monday been? And once more, welcome, of course. We'll see. There's still a bit left. Also here we have to make sure to not super jump. Nice. I think that's a very good idea, honestly, Sonia. The cold has arrived in my room as well, at least. How's it for you in the living room? Like, for now, it's pretty pleasant, I would say. My god, I almost failed that. Oh, I hate this level. Why is everything in this level so difficult? Okay, cool. Yeah, then it's awesome. Thank you for shutting that as well. Saving a bit of energy and the environment. If we would have gone for the safer strat around that bookcase in the room before, yeah. But it's so lame, you know? I don't know, it's not that bad to do that strat. Most of the time it works, but when it doesn't, it really sucks. Yeah, it's a horrible heat wave, honestly. I don't know what Europe has done. what sins it has committed to be punished this badly, but yeah. Climate change, yay. Backwards speeds up camera movement, so for like this cutscene, for example, there's a lot of camera movement, so it actually saves a lot. So every time there's a cutscene where, you know, camera pans around or zooms in, it's always like here, for example, this was a really quick pan, it would be usually a lot slower. So it's always good to enter those backwards. Overall, it speeds up the cutscenes. So for this one, I think it's actually a pretty significant time save. Same as for like the cutscene before Fluffy, and there's a couple others where it saves quite a bit. It's a cool little tech. My god, he's yapping for a while though. At least the next room is not quite as bad in Glitchless as in any %, but it can still be deadly, so we'll see. In any %, it's worse, because you have to do the multitask and everything. I hate this last segment in Filch so badly in HP1 any %. But then again, I hate most rooms. Also, yeah, wow, it's a mirror! Harry's honest reaction makes a lot of sense. Oh, what is this theme? My god, that's a crazy theme. Wow. That's actually crazy, I didn't know that. No. 55 to 60 is insane. Yeah, no wonder that like streets break everywhere and asphalt melts and stuff. Poor. Yeah, I mean, who would have thought that plants actually help us? That there is a reason they exist. Yeah, that's a big issue with big cities. Not all of them, I mean, and not everywhere in big cities. Like there's, for example, in Bucharest, it's a very green city, which I like. There's a lot of parks, a lot of trees everywhere and stuff, but obviously there's still always segments where it's just streets and everything gets so warm with cars and everything. It's just horrible. Even worse in summer. The slightly more sin is that cousin of potions B. Yeah, that was terrifying. Yeah, I do agree. Even the standard music is terrifying in this game in some parts. When I was younger, I agree, Sammy. The vibe is immaculate in HP1 PC. Painting ceilings white also helps a lot. Oh, interesting. To reflect the heat instead of putting it in. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I took this very safe. But putting vegetation above the ceilings helps slightly more too. Yeah, because it's more shaded. I can very much see that. What? Are you kidding me? Bro, what? How did that not make it on there? I did not expect that. I was thinking that's definitely on there, but okay. That's fine. First kind of mistake in this run. Something they've never recaptured in the later games. No, I agree. The magic of making it actually like kind of scary never really came back. Thank you for dropping that fun fact once again, Ragnar. I'm sure that's exactly what people were curious about. Trees take the heat and sweat it as steam, strongly reducing the temperature around. Interesting. I guess I can see that, yeah. I can see that. I guess you just have to make sure to water them well. The emptiness of these corridors and library areas, except for the guy who can get you in trouble, was really good. Yeah, same. I was terrified of this. Like, I think this was like worse than some horror games for me. It's, you know, it's, as a child I hated this part. Oh, this is gonna cost us a bit. That stupid block, but it's not the end of the world. It's like 10 seconds. Honestly, fine. Could have been worse, but come on, we were 40 seconds ahead. Let's not lose all of this in the late game now. That is a good question as well, Adam. I guess depending on how good they are, probably. Because I don't think even solar panels can take, like, they can probably only take a very small percentage of the sun's energy and actually turn it into electricity. I don't know how, like, how well they work, like how efficient they are, but I assume they probably still have a lot of heat radiating off them. As a child, I thought the Filch AI was better than it was. Yeah, same. When you have no concept of like how video games work and how it could possibly be done, it's like automatically so much scarier. Because you just expect them to work like a regular human being, I guess, so... Yeah, it's like so much worse. Oh, so welcome in, Donkey. Good afternoon. How are you holding in or hanging on with those temperatures? And of course, good to have you here. It looks like you had bad beam bonus from RNG. It's exactly 10 seconds, Lloyd, that's true. I wish it was that. I don't know what happened with that block. That was really weird. I feel like it should have made it on there, but yeah. Oh yeah, makes sense. It's kind of unbearable without any kind of AC, so a mobile one I think already helps a lot. So that's really good. And covers as well, like blinds, yeah, that's another big thing that helps a lot. We played by the book, oh yeah, book filch is also way more vicious. I love how they turn the corner and then just like quite obviously turn around to look after Harry, like come on, I'm right there. Still green, we'll see how it goes, Pika. And my PB did not have a good late game, so we'll see. Nice, Sage. I'm happy that you've discovered that website now. Not bad though. Like, I mean, big characters like Harry Potter characters, I guess it knows pretty well. Want to go from 37 degrees to 25. I still can't believe that it's this bad in like Germany. Like, what are those temperatures? I really hate how it's getting warmer and warmer. Oh, so yeah, finally we have the normal theme back, Sammy. Not quite as scary. That's the correct one, right? Starting Wednesday. Yeah, I heard for a lot of people that's when the heat wave really hit. Oh, nice, Max. Let's go. Workout percent. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you enjoyed the bath, of course. We are somehow still pacing, but we'll see how this is gonna end. That was actually nice that I let him bite. That was perfect, so I didn't get hit again. Nice. Yep, I think so too, Donkey. But I heard apparently it's gonna be like 40 for them on Wednesday in some places, so... Yeah. Fun. Fun. I forgot that for a second that in the Norwegian version you can multitask here if you play the flute. I had my hand on the keyboard pressing random buttons, so it was a bit scary. I should just let my hands be somewhere else. Can very easily invalidate the run, but nice gold. I'll take it. An old lady splashed you with water halfway through. That's nice. Like good old neighborhood banter, I guess. She's probably saw you running, sweating in the heat, so yeah. That's actually nice. Can't believe the French let the heat through. I don't think they won it either, to be honest, Donkey. Nice gold. Oh, that's good, JP. Enjoy it while it lasts, honestly. I hope you guys keep on having decent temperatures for a while. That was a good devil snare. Let's see if we lose time here, because my gold is so crazy in this. Surrender to the heat. Wow. But yeah, French, you're allowed to do those French jokes. Can't say anything about it. Imperio! Yeah, it's Taiferio for some reason. That's the Norwegian incendio. I mean, not for some reason. I know the reason. It's like... It means something in Norwegian, but... It is an interesting translation. Harry just taking over the mind of the devil snare. Imperioing it. Only the French and the Brits are allowed to banter the French. What about the Germans, though? French and Germans always make fun of each other. It's part of a great shared history that's totally not been a lot of wars all the time. No. We've been very peaceful. Lol. That's okay, Grandma. He's a big streamer. I don't mind a couple of quotes here and there. No. What if we unleashed? The rivalries are real. A German, a British, and a French guy in a bar. I don't think... Is that an actual joke? I wouldn't be surprised if that exists. And welcome in, Joe. Smello to you as well. How are you doing? Yeah, I like stuff like that as well, to be honest. Not if it's in a friendly base, on a friendly basis, and like lighthearted fun. I think it's great. It's great to be able to joke and like take jokes as well. Good. Chest skip. Nice. I wish someone would remake the third corridor. Yeah, the final challenges in this are not that hard, but trust me, as a child, I struggled here a bit though, Het. And welcome in Apple as well. How are you doing? You're not yet melting? Yeah, same, not yet, but probably soon as well, Joe. We'll hang in there together. Yeah, Belgium and Netherlands, I know, Caldeo, that's a big rivalry as well. Also, I have not Ragnar, that's a weird quote. Well, I guess context would probably destroy it, so I'll leave you guys hanging for context. Don't know why I went for the diagonal, but it's kind of whatever. But yeah, when I was younger, I did struggle at most of those trials, so I don't know, I don't hate the design in this game. I think it's kind of cool. Third floor corridor itself maybe could be designed slightly different, but they couldn't really have known because when they made this game, the movie wasn't out yet, so they had absolutely no way of knowing how the third floor corridor is gonna look. So I guess they did an okay job designing it. And I'm happy you're enjoying your keychain. That's pretty awesome. Why are they standing so awkwardly close to each other? Yeah, I mean, on PlayStation 1 it's the same thing. The issue is just that they made 3 different chessboards, that's why it's so much more difficult. I think the first chessboard on PlayStation 1 is not that hard either. I would say they're like roughly the same, but yeah. Nice. Then they definitely crank up the difficulty further in. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't really know what you do with pins. You pin them on your clothes? I would like keychains more as well. They also ruin your clothes, right? As a kid, I really struggled with the chess puzzle. Same here, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's the hardest thing of all time, but it definitely took me a bit of trial and error to figure it out as well. Let him cook, let's him cook. What an emote. Those poor bottles, they serve one purpose, which is, you know, for the mini game, and oh god, and we take that away from them. This is not good health. I'm not a fan. Ah, you can put them on your backpack. Yeah, that works. Oh, what? The last one didn't work? It's a bit BS, but it's fine. Okay. That's fine. You can Avada Kedavra. No! Oh my... No, man. You had to look up my run, I see. In PlayStation 1, yeah, it can be difficult. That was so unlucky. He was doing the machine gun at the worst timing. It's probably fine, but fuck off, Quirrell, man. Why'd you have to do that? What did you do that for, honestly? You said he could have Avada Kedavra you? I mean, that's kind of true. It's okay, it's not that bad. It's probably like 10, maybe 15 seconds max. Lol, it is. Sometimes it gets very confused, Sage. It has some characters it just really struggles with. Who are you looking for? I'm curious. And welcome in, you. How are you today? Good to see ya for the big finale of Glitchless. Thank you for the prages. Do I go for the fast strat even? I don't think I do. I don't think it's needed. I kind of want to do it safe, and I can definitely fuck that one up. Yeah, okay, yeah, I can understand why that confuses Akinator a bit, Sage. Dude! Well, you like him that much that you want to see 1,000 ominous in the mirror, Jordy? That's very wholesome. You must do what you feel is right, of course. Yeah, thank you. And Henry 1 Kenobi, I appreciate your wisdom and guidance. Yeah, I'll do the standard strats. I think it'll be easier for me and more consistent. And I don't need it because the pace is good. I think it's overkill to do the... Like, it's literally, it saves like 5 seconds or something, so... I can do one dance here, though. Okay, that's fine. I got hit, but it's okay. Just do it. Okay, nice. As long as you dodge one of them, you're fine. Break, hop. Sorry, I'll rechat in a second. I'm gonna focus on actually finishing this out. I see Jordy is still talking about Ominous. Fair enough. Ominous fan number 1. Not bad. That stupid snipe was so annoying though. There 15 seconds as I said. Because he shot us down in the other room, but not bad honestly. That is not bad. That's a tough time to push me out with, I think. Oh, let's go. I'm happy with that. Thank you so much for all the GGs. Welcome in Adam and Crystal as well. Andre. Oh, it's a long time to talk. How have you been, Bandas Constantine? Holy shit, that's a lot of GGs. Thank you, Sonia, as well. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate that. Yeah, Voldemort has like a learning curve that's a flat. Solid 9th. What's even the next place? Do I have to be mad that I didn't beat it? Ah, no, a 35 I wouldn't have beaten anyways. Good. So even... Actually, I would have gotten very close, though, without getting sniped, but... yeah, it's okay. Not unhappy with that. I know what I'll be running. Honestly, that's okay. We're 9th. I'm hopefully fine for a bit. Welcome in, Carino, as well. Oh, that's good. That's really, really good. I mean, this was a long time coming. I should have had it the other day already, but... Oh, that's nice. Thank you so much for all the GGs. So many people as well. Thank you for unlurking for the greetings. Without snipe and with fast red, 8th was possible. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's best that we secured it. And after he shot us down in that room, it is what it is, you know. Can't always have it all. So, and a bean, of course. A bean on that success. Thank you, Brady.
Harrys bord brast I hurrarop og applaus. Tilleggspoengene hadde gitt Griffing huspokalen.
Like pineapple, but with something else. We beat Sheriff. Wait, who? No, I'm happy with that. Like, Sheriff has a very good time, and so does IMEC. They're both great HP1 runners. So, yeah, very, very happy. Very happy with the sub 125. Thank you as well, Sammy. It's probably taken a bit longer than it should be. No, it's not. It's not pineapple and vomit. No. Sorry, no, but seriously, I'm very happy beating Sheriff. That ain't easy. Cool. No yeehaw, I should have switched to Swedish in the end now. True. I really should have. That's good. That's progress. It's pineapple and apple and pen, yeah. Especially the pen flavor is my favorite. That one I love munching on. It's good though, I actually like the bean, it's quite nice. It's better than the vomit bean earlier, for sure. We actually did get to watch this cutscene. I kind of didn't expect that when I said it earlier, like, we can reset. We'll see this cutscene later anyways, I guess I was right. Cool. Not bad.